On the afternoon of insert current date here, Jungkook, a member of the globally renowned South Korean music group BTS, was spotted arriving at Gimpo International Airport in Seoul, South Korea. According to on-site observations, the arrival took place only minutes before this report, marking one of the most recent high-profile appearances at the busy domestic and international hub. While his presence was anticipated by certain media outlets and a number of dedicated fans, the scene nonetheless developed rapidly into a notable gathering of attention from travelers, airport staff, and the press. Gimpo International Airport, which serves both domestic flights and select international routes, has often been a point of entry and exit for South Korean celebrities due to its convenience and location within the capital region. On this particular occasion, Jungkook's arrival was associated with a relatively short travel schedule, which concluded with his safe return to Seoul. Witnesses reported that the singer disembarked promptly after landing and proceeded through the terminal under the guidance of both personal and airport security. From the moment he entered the public arrival area, the general atmosphere was one of heightened activity. Airport personnel were seen coordinating crowd movement to ensure that foot traffic remained orderly. The presence of professional photographers was evident, as camera shutters could be heard from multiple points along the designated arrival pathway. Video crews from entertainment news outlets maintained their positions behind cordoned areas, ensuring compliance with airport operational rules while capturing clear footage of the artist's entrance. Jungkook's appearance was casual yet organized, consistent with previous travel sightings. While the specifics of his outfit were not officially released by his agency, visual confirmation indicated that he wore a combination of comfortable travel attire suitable for the short to mid-range flight he had just completed. A cap partially obscured his face, and a protective mask covered the lower half, in accordance with ongoing public health practices in crowded spaces. These measures also align with the privacy protocols often implemented during high-attendance public moments. Security operations around the arrival were notably efficient. Prior to his landing, personnel had already assessed the main concourse area and adjusted entry points to minimize congestion. This preemptive organization resulted in a relatively smooth flow of both media representatives and regular passengers. Despite the increase in activity caused by his presence, no major disruptions to airport services were reported. For those observing in person, the arrival was swift. After entering the visible portion of the terminal, Jungkook maintained a steady walking pace, acknowledging the presence of cameras with minimal gestures but refraining from prolonged interaction. This is consistent with typical airport protocol for high-profile individuals, particularly when the purpose of travel does not include a promotional event on site. The reaction among those present was immediate but contained. Some travelers, who appeared unaware of the scheduled arrival, could be seen pausing to watch the scene unfold. Others, likely familiar with the artist's significance, took out their mobile devices to record short video clips. Within minutes, these recordings began appearing on various online platforms, contributing to the rapid spread of news regarding his presence at Gimpo. Airport staff provided clear guidance to both media personnel and bystanders, reinforcing safety measures and ensuring that regular passenger movement was not impeded. This balanced approach allowed for adequate coverage while preventing unnecessary delays for unrelated travelers. Such coordination is standard practice for Gimpo, which has handled similar scenarios involving other public figures in the past. It is worth noting that Jungkook's arrival did not coincide with any officially announced BTS group activity in Seoul. As such, the trip appears to have been independent of large-scale promotional work, though its details remain subject to confirmation from his management company, Big Hit Music, a subsidiary of HYB Corporation. The agency has yet to release a formal statement at the time of writing, leaving the circumstances of his travel a matter of public speculation until official information is disclosed. In terms of timing, flight tracking data from publicly accessible sources indicated that the aircraft carrying Jungkook landed at Gimpo earlier in the afternoon. The disembarkation process proceeded without visible delays, and the transition from the secured arrival zone to the public concourse was completed in under 10 minutes. Such efficiency is typical of domestic arrivals, where baggage retrieval and customs checks are minimal compared to international routes. As the scene unfolded, professional entertainment reporters in attendance prepared immediate dispatches for online publication. This rapid turnaround is a hallmark of South Korea's entertainment media ecosystem, where news of a celebrity's appearance can reach wide audiences within minutes. Several photographers were observed transmitting images directly from the terminal using portable data connections, ensuring near real-time distribution. The physical environment of Gimpo during this period was typical of a weekday afternoon, with a steady but manageable flow of passengers. Despite the increased attention around the arrival point, the airport's operations continued without noticeable delay. This suggests that the event was both anticipated and effectively managed from an operational standpoint. From a public interest perspective, the significance of this arrival lies not in any dramatic occurrence, but in the continued visibility of Jungkook in domestic public spaces. His presence at a major transportation hub, even absent a formal promotional agenda, remains a point of interest for both fans and entertainment news consumers. The brief appearance provided material for multiple media outlets and further confirmed his safe return to the capital. By the time Jungkook exited the main terminal doors, the situation had already begun to normalize. Security teams gradually reduced their concentrated presence, and regular passenger traffic resumed its typical flow. Those who had gathered for the sole purpose of witnessing his arrival began dispersing, with many reviewing the images and videos they had captured. Present, reports confirm that Jungkook has reached his residence without incident. While details regarding his immediate plans remain undisclosed, the confirmation of a safe arrival effectively concludes the public portion of this particular travel schedule. It is expected that any forthcoming activities or appearances will be communicated through official channels in due course. In summary, today's events at Gimpo International Airport demonstrate the continued capacity of South Korean celebrity culture to generate concentrated moments of public attention, even in the absence of major announcements. For Jungkook, the arrival serves as another instance of his ongoing presence in the national spotlight, managed through careful coordination between personal representatives, airport staff, and the media. Jungkook's arrival at Gimpo International Airport today did not occur in isolation but followed a travel schedule that, while not fully disclosed by his agency, can be traced through a combination of public observation, flight data, and recent industry activity. In the weeks preceding this return, Jungkook was known to have engaged in a series of professional commitments, both in South Korea and abroad. While official statements regarding the specifics of his trip remain unavailable, patterns from previous appearances suggest that his travel may have been related to individual schedules distinct from group activities. As a member of BTS, Jungkook operates within a framework of both personal and collective engagements. The group's activities have historically included international tours, brand partnerships, and various public appearances. However, with each member managing their own timeline, particularly during periods when BTS is not conducting full-scale promotional campaigns, it is not uncommon for solo trips to occur without advanced public notice. Industry watchers often rely on indirect signals such as airport sightings, social media updates, and corporate press releases to piece together the nature of such movements. Gimpo International Airport's role in this process is significant. While Incheon International Airport serves as the primary hub for long-haul international flights, Gimpo is favored for domestic travel and certain short-haul routes to nearby countries, such as Japan and China. Its proximity to central Seoul makes it a convenient choice for celebrities and business travelers who value reduced transit time between the airport and their destination. The infrastructure is designed to handle a steady flow of passengers while allowing for manageable media access, which is a factor in its selection for high-profile arrivals. In Jungkook's case, previous travel records and fan observations suggest that his choice of Gimpo for this return may be tied to the origin of his latest flight. Shorter routes, particularly those linked to regional schedules, often conclude at Gimpo rather than Incheon, streamlining the arrival process. In the absence of explicit information from Big Hit Music or HYB Corporation regarding the purpose of Jungkook's trip, today's arrival will likely remain subject to interpretation until more concrete details emerge. Official updates, if provided, may frame the journey within a professional context, whether tied to music production, brand commitments, or other industry-related matters. Until then, the available facts remain straightforward. Jungkook traveled, arrived at Gimpo International Airport today, and has since returned home without incident. For now, his public schedule beyond this return has not been confirmed. Any forthcoming appearances will be announced through authorized channels, which continue to serve as the primary source of verified information. In the meantime, media coverage will focus on documenting the observable elements of today's event, while commentary and speculation may circulate in the informal spaces of fan discussion and online forums. Jungkook's arrival at Gimpo International Airport today offered a clear example of the coordination required between private management teams, airport authorities, and security personnel to facilitate the safe and orderly movement of a high-profile individual through a public space. While the duration of his presence inside the terminal was brief, the measures implemented in advance and during the event demonstrated a structured approach that has been refined through repeated use in similar situations. The first layer of management responsibility lay with Jungkook's agency, Big Hit Music, operating under HYB Corporation. Even in the absence of an official public announcement regarding the arrival, agency staff are tasked with ensuring that the artist's transit is conducted without unnecessary risk. This involves aligning with airport operations management to determine the optimal timing for passage through the terminal, identifying which exit points will be used, and assigning personnel to accompany the artist from the moment of disembarkation to the point of departure from the premises. At Gimpo, these operations typically begin prior to the aircraft's landing. In the case of Jungkook's flight, security teams were observed taking position near the designated arrival gates well before the first passengers appeared. This early deployment allowed for both spatial assessment and crowd monitoring. While the total number of spectators and media present was modest compared to larger-scale publicized events, the teams in place maintained a consistent perimeter to ensure that movement pathways remained clear. Crowd control was supported by a combination of private security staff and uniformed airport personnel. Private security, likely contracted through the agency, maintained close proximity to Jungkook at all times. Their primary function was to monitor the immediate surrounding space, keeping a safe buffer between the artist and any individuals attempting to approach. Airport security, on the other hand, maintained a broader watch over the general area, directing foot traffic and ensuring that all operational zones remained accessible to regular passengers. Physical barriers were not heavily employed during this arrival, likely due to the relatively short notice of his appearance and the manageable size of the gathering. Instead, the strategy relied on controlled movement and strategic positioning. By maintaining a forward and rear guard, security staff ensured that Jungkook's pace through the terminal remained uninterrupted. Side flanks, provided by additional staff members, shielded against lateral encroachment from photographers or spectators attempting to step into his path. Media management formed another layer of operational planning. Although press outlets were present, their positioning appeared to have been informally guided rather than strictly enforced through rigid barricading. This approach allowed for clear photography while preventing obstruction of Jungkook's route. The photographers and videographers maintained compliance with airport rules, which prohibit blocking pedestrian lanes or interfering with the movement of other travelers. The pace of the transit was steady and deliberate. Jungkook moved at a speed that allowed for coverage, but did not encourage prolonged loitering within the terminal. This is consistent with standard practice for high-profile individuals seeking to balance public visibility with operational efficiency. Security teams adjusted their positioning dynamically, expanding or contracting the perimeter in response to environmental factors, such as the sudden clustering of photographers or the emergence of a group of fans.